Perfect. Good morning. Morning, YouTube. It's Friday. Good morning, Facebook. It's Fitness for All Friday. We're live on the 12th of June. Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. It's Fitness for All Friday. So welcome. It's Friday the 12th of June, I think. Yes, it is. So I'm just going to wait for a few minutes for people to log in and find us. So get yourself some water, get yourself a space. I'm just going to adjust this camera a little bit over here. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit better. We are going to come down to the floor, so that's fine. So give me a thumbs up if you're there. Hopefully this will all work. Hi everyone. Okay, hello. We are live for Fitness for All Friday. So it's the 12th of June and it's coming up for 11 o'clock. So this is a half an hour class, kind of an easy flow class, some nice kind of movements into the whole body. We're going to do our challenge of the week, which are all our squats this week, and then finish with a nice sort of stretch as well to feel energized and ready for the week. We'll stretch out the week and feel energized for a Friday. So I'm just going to wait for a moment for everyone to join us. Give me a thumbs up or a comment if you're there, or at the end to let me know how you found it, or if you're watching this on catch up. So I like the television, don't I? But if you're finding it on YouTube or Facebook or IGTV afterwards, then you can always just give me a comment there. Okay, so I'm just going to check my time and make sure that we're all there. So hi everyone on Instagram, come and join us, and I think we're all good. 11 o'clock. Okay, lovely. So come and take a space. We're going to start standing up, so make sure you've got a lot of room kind of around you here, and make sure you've got those stones on your mat like me. And we're just going to take some nice easy movements into the whole body. So hopefully by the end you're feeling energized and that your whole body's kind of had a nice workout, not too intensive. Okay, so make sure you've got some water there as well. Now I'll often say to people, if you want to put your own music on, then pop some music on. I can't play music for copyright reasons, but feel free to pop the radio on or your favourite tunes to kind of help get in the mood. All right, so just shaking out the whole body and we'll get going. So take your feet into this kind of parallel position, have your toes pointing forward. You're going to roll into the shoulders and then you're going to roll into the elbows. So those of you that have done this before know what's coming. Roll into the arms, take a big stretch up and then drop everything down. Bend into the knees if you can. So you've got shoulders, elbows, all the way around, stretching up and drop down. And again, roll the shoulders, roll into the elbows, roll all the way around, stretching up, drop down. And then one more time, shoulders and elbows and all the way around, stretch up and then drop down. From there, you're going to take a big stretch up, clasp the hands together, and you're going to push everything away from you. So you're kind of pulling the tummy in and you're pushing away. So you're getting a nice stretch into the back. I've woken up with quite a sore back today from a little workout I did yesterday. So I know this is going to help. So take a breath in, breathing out, push everything, tuck the chin in towards the chest and pull the tummy in there. Reverse the arms and come back out. So take a breath in, push everything out, take a stretch up and down. And breathing in, pushing out, Stretching up, dropping down. Let's do 2 more today. Let's do 6 of these. Really tuck the chin in, stretch out the back and down. Breathing in, breathing out, push, reverse the arms and down. So if you're just joining and you're finding this, come and join me and try and get someone else involved that's in the house with you and see if they can give it a go. Yeah, and kind of work on stretching out the body and just feel nice and released. Even if you just do 10 minutes, you'll feel much better for it. So now we're going to go into our swings. So this is just swinging into the back, and I'll do this sideways so you can sort of see. You've got options here to just go a little way, half the way, and tuck the chin into the chest and just curl into the back. Or you can go all the way down to the floor and kind of brush the floor there with your fingertips, okay? So options for you, either halfway or full way. I'll do the full version, all right? And we're just going to start with the arms up. Now, check into your posture here. Are your ribs flaring? If they are, you arch into that back. Try and draw the ribs down and take the weight forward a little bit here, okay? Don't arch into that back there. Keep it nice and long. So we're going to take a breath in, and we're going to breathe out to drop down. Bend into the knees and come up. Pull the tummies in. And down, drop the head. And up. And down, drop the knees. And up. Bend the knees, sorry. Drop the head down and up. Okay, either stick with that or go a little bit further, okay? And your other option is to go round with the arms and then down and then back with the arms and up on a rise, okay? So either taking the arms with the rise or just stick with the original. So I'm going to move this out the way so we hit them all. Okay, here we go, everyone. So we're either just dropping the arms or we're taking the round and down. All right, here we go. And take a breath in. So we're going to go around if you're doing the arms. Drop and back and finish on a rise and down and drop and round and rise and bend your knees and drop your head and round and rise. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Let's do 2 more today. Round and drop and round and up and round and drop and round, and see if you can finish on a rise. I fell over because I looked. Who got there? Try and hold it. So if your arms are up and you're stretching out nice and tall, pull the tummies in, take the weight forward a little bit, and really try and reach up, 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 up. There, and then give those legs a shake. Well done, everyone. So hopefully the heart is rising a little bit, that heart rate, and the blood is pumping around your body. Pop your hands onto your hips here. This is to keep your hips nice and still whilst you just walk through the feet. So we're not kind of moving into the hips. Try and keep them pointing forward. Keep the hands on the hips to keep them nice and still. And you're pushing through your feet there, okay? So you're just releasing the heels. Pull the tummies in, soften the ribs down. And just walking through the feet here, just to warm up those feet. So if you've been running lots or walking lots, okay, I say this every week, but it's really good to kind of work into the feet and stretch into the middle part of that foot. Okay, let's just do 4, 3, and 2, and 1 there. And give those legs a shake. From there, we're going to bend into the knees. Actually, keep your hands on your hips here. And we're going to stretch. And we're going to rise and lower. So you're going to bend and stretch and rise and lower. If you want to grab a cushion, pop a cushion between your knees so that your knees are going over your toes, so they're not knocking together, okay? So let's go again. Up and down. Bend, don't bend forward. Keep your shoulders over your ribs, over your hips here. And up and down. Pull the tummies tight. Bend and stretch and up and down. And bend and stretch and up and down. 3 more. Down and stretch and up and down. Good. So we're getting some nice work into the calves. And we're really thinking about the posture here. Nice and tall. Let's do 1 more for luck. Down, stretch, up, lower. Now we're going to bend the knees, raise the heels, stretch up and down. My mat's really wobbly. Up, bend, heels down and stretch. Bend, heels off, stretch up and down, up, bend the knees, heels down and stretch. bit quicker if you can. And up, bend, heels down, good. If you need to hold on to something or somebody, then do. And again, bend, heels, up, down, up, bend, heels, stretch. 2 more. Feel those legs working. Last one. Up, down, up, bend, heels, stretch. Give those legs a shake there. Well done, everyone. So we're going to move on. We're going to try and warm up these hips a little bit. Ready for our squat challenge. Oh, yes. We're going to take 10. We're going to tap the knee here, and then we're just taking it back. Just for getting a nice stretch into the hip here, okay? Let's take 10, nice and tall. 1, and 2, and 3. Keep breathing. 4, and 5, and 6. Stretch into that hip. 8, and 9, and 10. Good. Let's go on the other side. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Did we get there? Good. Shake it out. Let's do that again. Let's do 8 on either side, okay? Really try and draw the knee up, yeah, and tap, and then stretch into that front hip here when we take that leg back. Let's do 8. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let's go. Last 8. And 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Did we get there? All right. Well done, everyone. Shake off those legs. So from there, we're going to go into our challenge of the week. This week, it has been about squats. So take a little drink if you need one. Ooh. Hopefully you feel a bit warmer. Okay, I know I do. So with our squats, we're talking a lot about doing your squats, but with correct form. Okay, they're really, really good for you. I did a little post this week just about how functional it is, and we are built to squat. So you should be picking up toys, bending down, you should be loading the washing machine here, okay, less of bending over. So we need to really build up those muscles. Now, it doesn't mean to say that you need to squat really low. Even if we're just bending a little way, you're still working those muscles. Don't feel like you've got to squat, or in a single leg squat here, you've got to get your knee all the way to the floor. You don't have to. You're still contracting those muscles, just being here. So our challenge of the week is 10, okay, in these different positions. So the first one, take your feet a little bit wider. Just look at your toes and make sure they're pointing forward, so they're not kind of turning out here. And you're sending your bottom back. If you've got a chair near you or on a sofa, imagine that you're sitting back down on it, and you're taking your fingertips forward, and then you're pushing through. So pull the tummies nice and tight. We're going to take 10 of these. We're going to go 10. And remember, you don't have to go too far. You can just go a little way. 9. And 8. And 7. Sit back into the heels. Okay? 6. You don't have to go too far. Reach those arms up. 5. And 4. Where you reach the fingers forward and send the bottom back behind you. 3. 2. Draw the navel in. And 1. And stretch up. Give those legs a shake. Good. I'm sweating. Maybe because I'm just working really hard. Maybe it's a bit hotter than I thought. So this is good. Right, take your feet. This is single leg squats. Again, everyone, if you want to take your hand up against the wall or a chair or the kitchen top, whatever, it's fine. All right. Ultimately, obviously, you're working on your core and your balance, but you're still working those muscles. So don't feel like you're cheating if you're holding on to something, okay? Now, when you're coming down here, don't bend forward. Keep your shoulders over your ribs, over your hips. Bend a little way. If you can go further, then great. Let's do 10. Here we go. 10 and 9. Keep breathing. 7. Are your shoulders over your pelvis? 6. And 5. Is your tummy pulling tight? 4. Are you breathing? 3. And 2. Are you smiling? and 1. Good, everybody. Let's go on the other side, okay? Take it a little bit wider if you can. Okay, here we go. Shoulders over hips, remember, no bending. And 10, and 9. Push into that front foot. Okay, squeeze into that bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1 there. Give those legs a shake. Now, if you've been doing my challenge of the week this week, you'll be feeling that, or hopefully you're feeling stronger. Just 10 in each. So now you've done 10, 20, 30 squats. How about that? We're now going to do 40 squats because we're going to take a wide stance. These are called sumo squats. So turning your legs out, you're going to work slightly different muscles, okay? We're going to bend down. Again, don't bend too much here. Keep your chest up nice and high. And stretch up. Doesn't matter if you're just coming a little way. That's fine. Let's do 7, and 6, and 5. Squeeze the bottom at the top. 4, and 3. Oh, the tummy's nice and tight. 2, 1. That felt like a quick 10. So I might have miscounted. Let's do one more for luck. Okay, good. Excuse me. Now, if you don't want to do jump squats because they're not for everybody, do another 10 of those. Okay, otherwise, jump squats, feet are forward. You're coming into that squatting position. Remember, don't tip. Keep the chest up. We're coming down, and we're going to power through and jump up, and we're going to bend our knees when we come down. Okay, are we ready? Take a big deep breath in. Either go back to these ones, 10 of these, or join me in jump squats. Okay, here we go. We're going to go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Bend your knees. 5, 6, 7. 3 more. 3. Big jump. Last big jump. Good. Shake those legs out there. Well done. Feel your heart. Is it going faster? Okay. If you're here doing that with mummies and daddies, because I know there's some youngsters doing this, have a competition. Did you beat your mummy or your daddy? Probably. Okay. Stretch out and those legs. See if you can hold on to something, or even holding onto your ear. Apparently helps. And just focus on your breath and just stretch in front of that leg there a little bit. Okay, good, everyone. I feel really warm now after all of that. So stretch into the front of that leg. Hold on to something if needed. Take some water and just have a little rest. Then we're going to move on to a nice little stretch and into our kind of Pilates, more classical Pilates part of the class. Sorry. Thankfully, the zoos are open on Monday and I can get myself a new water bottle because that's my zoo water bottle, but I've dropped it, so it leaks. All right, everyone, I'm just going to check into the time because I need to check that on my computer. Perfect, so that's 15 minutes of a nice warm up there. All right, so hopefully you're feeling a bit energized, a bit hot. That's okay, and the blood's pumping around. Off we go. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to just take our roll downs. So if you've done this with me before, a lovely movement, from the spine. Take the head forward, lift into the abdominals, and imagine you're sliding or rolling, off of the wall here. Breathing in at the bottom. Now, as you roll up, press your heels into the floor. Scoot the tummy, roll up. Okay, breathing at the top. Let's just warm up the back. Now, I just said earlier, I woke up and my back was a bit sore. I think I just got out of bed a bit strange, and I did a little workout last night. But you know what? It's gone. I can move it now. So I say this a lot, but moving through pain, like if people have pain, I mean, obviously unless something's broken or seriously wrong with your discs in your spine, you just need to move, okay? So don't be afraid to move. If you get a niggle or a pain, like just move that joint or that part of the body. The best thing you can do is movement, I promise you. Breathing in, exhale, navel in, bend the knees. Can we go a little bit quicker as we roll back up? Really focusing on that lower part of your spine. Tuck the pelvis and restack. Breathing in, exhale down. All the way down, 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 down. Shake your head at the bottom. Get rid of any tension in that neck. Scoop the tummy. Press the feet into the floor. Let's do 2 more. Down. A little bit quicker if we can. Breathing in. Exhale. Coming up, 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 up. Breathing at the top. Whew. And down. And shake the tensions. This is a lovely stretch. You don't have to have straight legs. You can have bent legs. And just shake the head here. And rolling all the way up. Now, we're going to come down to all fours. You've got options here. Just come and take, and kneel down and just come to that. If you want to try walking out into a plank position, then you can do that with me. So rolling down, keep the legs straight if you can. You're going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4 into a lovely plank position. You know for yourself if this is too much for you, so just take your knees down. But if you can, we'll have a competition with who's around you. Hold the plank, navel in, breathe. Press those hands away. Lift the chest up from the floor. 2 more breaths. Want to aim to try and hold a plank between 30 seconds and a minute, if you can, so work on that. Gently take the heels down, and then let's just sit back, widen the knees, and take a lovely stretch into that back. Breathe here. Take some breaths and just settle the heart rate. So take some breaths if this is comfortable. If you're not comfortable there, then just come to kneeling, okay? I'm very warm in my studio. Check out what the heating on. Okay, take some breaths in and out. All right, everybody, if you're in this lovely stretch, push yourself to kneeling. And we're just going to come into our cat. So knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. If you've got any pain into the wrists, come onto your fists here. Okay, that's fine. Lifting up and away from the mat or the floor. Tuck the pelvis. Now, this cat's brilliant for everybody. Unless you've got a real disc issue where this flexion's a problem, everybody can do cat. Breathing in, exhale, tuck, lift, pelvic floor, tummy in, breathing at the top. Exhale, come into an extended cat if you feel you want that stretch into the mid-back. Roll and tuck the bottom underneath you, lifting up, scoop the tummy, breathe. Exhale, coming all the way out. And breathing in, exhale, tuck, 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 lift, scoop, breathing at the top. Lovely. And let's just do one last one there. Excuse me, rolling, scoop, lift, breathe. And coming all the way back out of that. So one little exercise we're going to do is our Superman exercise. Okay, because I appreciate, we are going to lie on the floor in a minute, but I appreciate not everybody might want to lie on their floor. So let's just do a Superman here. Keeping the pelvis nice and still. Okay, you're going to slide one leg back. If you can keep the pelvis still, you're going to lift. And if that feels okay, you're going to lift the opposite arm. You're going to hold it for 3 breaths. If this is too much, take the arm down and just hold the leg. Or the leg can be down. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. One last breath. Take everything down. Draw the knee back underneath you. Holding it onto everything here. Lengthen that leg away. Breathe and lift. So you're really reaching your hand. Try and get your arm by your ear. Try not to twist into the pelvis. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold it for 3 breaths. Whether you're up or down, and then drawing it back in. Let's take one more to either side. So either keep the toe down, or lift arm and leg. Hold. Breathing in, breathing out. Now imagine I'm there, pulling your ankle and your arm in the opposite direction. So you should be able to feel this kind of into the obliques, into your tummy. Take the toe down, draw the knee back. Last one on the other side, lengthen and lift, or keep that foot down. Breathing in, breathing out. Reach, reach, reach. Take the toe down and draw the knee back in there and rotate the wrists there. From there, we're going to come and take a lie down onto our back. I'm just going to check time because my clock has stopped down there. Okay, fine. So from there, the easiest thing to do is to kind of come onto your side and roll down on the back. Now, if you don't want to come and lie down on your back, then you can just do a couple more of those Supermans that we just did, okay? Or you can come to sitting and do a bit of side stretch there. If you're quite happy on your back, come and join me here. So your feet are into the floor, your knees are pointing up. Don't have your feet too wide, have them that hip width, okay? And we're going to do some curl ups, which are like gentle sit-ups. Just take your focus to your pelvis and just rock your pelvis a little bit. Get a massage into your lower back. And have your pubic bone down towards your toes. And take the hands back behind the head. Have the elbows slightly forward, okay, and soften the ribs. So as you exhale, you're going to draw the navel in, and you're just going to take your head a little bit off the floor. So you should be able to do this, just a very gentle sit-up. Just take the shoulders off the floor and the head, and just feel those muscles contracting, and then come down. If you feel like you can come up a bit more, come up a bit more, but now check, is your bottom lifted? Keep your pubic bone down towards your toes, so you've got a little gap in your lower back, and then come down. So you can just come up a little way. If you can, try and challenge yourself to come up a bit further, then do, and come down. We're going to do 8 more of these. So you're going to breathe out, and then breathe in as you come down. Breathe out, and breathe in. So as you come up, really focus that your pubic bone is down towards your toes. Don't lift the bottom. And we've got 6 and 5. Go nice and slowly. And 4 and 3. Curling up a bit more if you can. And 2 and 1. Come up a bit more if you can. Okay, good. And coming all the way down. So nice little curl ups, keeping the pubic bone nice and heavy there. So don't lift as you come up. Options here. You're going to slide one leg away and the opposite arm. Again, try not to banana into the back. And then you're going to draw arm and leg back. It's a bit of a coordination. If you don't want to do the arm, you just got leg slides. You're sliding one leg away, drawing the heel back towards your bottom. You want to add the arm, the opposite arm comes out and you draw it. If you think this is a little bit easy, then you can do this with your legs up in the air and your arms up in the air. So you lengthen the leg and the arm away opposite, and you draw it in, and the other way, and you draw it in. So either keep the legs on the floor for me and slide on the floor, or your legs are coming up and you're drawing navel in the whole time. The lower the leg, the harder it is. So either keep the legs nice and high, or challenge yourself and come a bit lower. Just don't arch into the back here. Okay, breathing out, breathing in. Navel in, ribs down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. If you're on the floor, then you're just sliding the leg, arm and leg. You can just nice and still. Whatever version you're doing, let's do 4 more. 4, nice and slow. Slow is the key here. Nice and controlled. 3 and 2 and 1. So wherever you are, hug your knees in towards your chest and have a little roll there. So now it's going to stretch all that out. If you can, try and hug one leg in towards you and stretch the other leg away. Okay, you really hold, let's say you're holding your right leg and you're getting a lovely stretch into the hip there, and lengthen your left leg away and you'll get a nice stretch into the front of the hip there as well. So again, if you've been running, lots of people cycling, walking, you really need to look after these hips. We did hips last week. Look back on my healthy hips the other week. Okay, and just stretch here. Take your right foot down, slide the left leg in, slide the right leg out, and then hug your left knee in, okay? So really hug it in, get a nice stretch into that hip, stretching the right leg here. And just breathe, everybody, and just relax the shoulders. Often when we stretch, we just start to take loads of tension to the shoulders. So just relax the shoulders here. And breathe. And then you draw that other leg in. Now with your left leg, pop your left heel over your right knee. So like you're crossing over, okay? Now, that might be enough of a stretch as it is. You might be going, ow, I can feel that. If you need more of a stretch, push the knee away. And if you need more of a stretch, you lift the right leg. And there you can feel that glute, that bottom being stretched there. So breathe in after all those squats. Great for tightness in the hips, sciatica pain, all sorts. Stretch into that glute. Relax the shoulders, breathe. Okay, and then gently take it down and switch over. So left leg comes down, right leg crosses. Okay, and just see for yourself, is that enough? Can you really feel that? Or do you need to lift? So you hug your one leg in and you push the other knee away. Okay, and breathe. Fill those muscles with oxygen and breathe into that stretch there. Relax the shoulders. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And hopefully you're feeling a bit more stretched, a bit more relaxed and energized to see yourself into the weekend here. You've got options here to come up to sitting, either roll onto your side, or if you want the challenge, take a full roll up so your arms come back. Your arms come above your chest. You think navel to spine, chin to chest, and see if you can roll up by keeping your feet on the floor. C-curve, C-curve, C-curve on the way up, and then you restack at the top there, okay? And then just hug those knees in. Lovely. Now, I think we're probably at about 11:30. I'm just going to check my clock. Look at that. Perfect timing. Okay, so just come to a seated position. Oops. And actually, we'll just do one last little stretch. We'll do our zigzag legs for our hips because we like that one, don't we? I do anyway. Sit back here and just roll the legs, draw the knees up, and then really turn those legs in there. Sitting up nice and tall. So again, zigzag legs are great to do after our little squat challenge that we did there. Okay, breathing in and breathing out, and just rolling those legs there and those hips. Lovely. So hopefully you feel stretched, okay? And the challenge of the week can go into the weekend, you know, so give those legs a little shake. So have a little look at that squat challenge and give it a go over the weekend. And just really look after those muscles all around the knees and around the pelvis and around the hips. So squats are great functional movement to do. Just make sure you're doing them correctly, okay? So thank you for joining me today. And if you are catching this up, then great, because you don't have to come and do it live. You can do it, as a catch up on YouTube, Facebook, or my IGTV channel. So it's there for everyone, regardless of what you enjoy kind of streaming and watching there. So thanks very much, everybody. Give me a thumbs up or a like or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment, let me know that you're there and that you're listening. From this time next week, I'm going to move this to a 9:30 session because now with the easing of lockdown, I think more people are potentially venturing out. I know people are going back to work. As I said, you can catch this up after. But I'm just going to move it to a 9:30 as well, and from my perspective as well, to get my children out and about. So thanks very much. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all virtually very soon. Thank you. I'll turn you all off now.